Welcome back to the JpeG Podcast. Episode
28.
Oh, Joe. The 8. That was
good.
That was a really good high five. It's October 12th, folks.
It's finally starting to feel like fall, eh?
Yeah, it is. The leaves are changing, the birds are chirping, and the cool is cooling.
Yeah, it's 60.
It was.
And breezy.
Chillier today.
Ooh, but it felt good, though. Still wore shorts and short sleeves.
Yeah, I'm still wearing shorts and short sleeves inside.
Oh.
Oh.
Today we've got our sponsor, Haribo.
Haribo.
Straight from Germany.
Yes,
This
actually.
is Haribo macht Kinder froh.
Und Erwachsenen ebenso.
Und... Yeah, that's what you said there.
Yeah.
Erwachsenen ebenso.
Yep.
Ohne künstlich... Ooh, spit. Farbstoff.
Wow.
Right?
Where?
Ohne I don't know, this little tag.
Ohne künstlich
Künstlich.
Farbstoffe.
Farbstoffe.
Yeah, so that's like a multi-pack. It's Neu, which means new. And, can I try one of these?
This is so outrun Vaporwave.
Yeah.
This Stegosaurus is straight out of freaking Blade Runner
Yeah.
2049.
And this is a
Wizard hat.
Mickey Mouse wizard hat.
Oh, I thought it was a sorting hat from Harry Potter.
Oh, that too.
Yo, dog!
These are rough. Like you said, they're tough.
Yeah, but you let them soak for a sec.
Excuse us, folks. We're enjoying some Bo here.
Jerry brought these over from Germ.
I did, from Germ. Specifically Munich, Germ.
So that was dope.
Yeah.
It was delicious. We'll keep them coming. We'll eat them for y'all throughout the podcast.
You also brought some chocolatey sprinkled pretzel sticks?
Yeah.
Where'd you get these?
What does it say? Miss Prindables.
It's Prindables.
Never heard of the brand before, but the box caught my eye in Costco.
Ah, right. It's at Costco.
There's this salted and sweet.
Silver and gold.
Yeah, I guess it's like Goldschlager. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's this one that's dark chocolate and celebrations.
Dude, I love me anything dark chocolate.
It's like real dark chocolate, so it's a tad bitter.
Yeah.
And there's a third one I didn't bring. It's like milk chocolate with dark chocolate drizzle.
Oh, nice.
So, but they'll have like a little mini layer of caramel between the pretzel rod and the chocolate. So, this is a snack episode, I think.
Dangerous.
Yeah. So.
I'm hungry. Whoa. So.
A lot to get to this week.
Let's get to it. What do you got?
Well, we're back and better than ever.
Yes.
And I thought this was interesting. I don't know if you saw this or heard of this.
Mm-mm.
It's Porsche's new subscription service.
What?
As in the luxury sports cars.
Okay.
And it's launching in Atlanta.
Georgia.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, the bottom tier will give you, for $2,000 a month, access to, let's see here, 8 model variants to like interchange them, swap them in and out.
What?
Like permanent leasing, just at $2,000 a month.
What?
So you got a C18 Boxster, a Cayman S Sports sedan, a Macan S, which is like their small SUV.
Yeah.
And the Cayenne.
Nice.
And it's only $2,000 a month.
That's I feel like some people are paying that for
Their payment.
car
Or
payments.
lease.
Like for like hypercars though.
Yeah.
Expensive ones.
Yeah.
So for this you can get multiple fancy Porsches. Yeah.
Well, and that's not all. Let me tell you about the Accelerate plan.
Okay.
That gives you access to all 22 model variants of Porsche lineup for only $3,000 a month. In addition to the vehicles in the launch plan, it includes cars such as the Porsche 911 Carrera S, the Panamera 4S, which is like their wagon thing that is kind of ugly.
Yeah.
The Macan GTS.
Whoa.
And the Cayenne SE Hybrid.
Whoa.
So you get like everything with $3,000 a month.
That's actually a lot of money though.
It is.
For real.
That's a lot of money.
That's like
that's a mortgage.
That's mortgage and rent times 2.
Wow. It's interesting though. There's such a thing as like Audi has some program like that.
Really?
Audi it's only in San Francisco. Lease. Let's see here.
Oh my gosh.
Lease a vehicle. Well, no.
That is so bizarre. I feel like they have like a huge stockpile of cars that they just want people to drive around.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was trying to think of like what the advantage would be for like Porsche to do this, but
Yeah.
I guess if you're, what is it, 2000? That's $24,000 a year to rent a car. I don't know. I don't know if it comes out better for them or what.
I don't know. I'm trying to think like it might be better for Porsche because they have a guaranteed,
Yeah,
consistent influx of money, right? For one person. This is one person.
mm-hmm.
So you times that by whatever amount of people that actually sign up for this.
Let's say like 10 maybe
Yeah,
at first.
that's a lot of money.
240,000.
Yeah, and one of their cars,
Probably start at like 50 for the basic
Yeah.
Boxster.
yeah. So I don't know. Maybe that's an interesting topic. I don't know. I mean, it is like for the elite, obviously,
Yeah.
but I personally I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's very new.
It's very niche too.
But I pulled this up here. It's called it's called Audi On Demand, and it's in San Francisco only, and they have an app just like the Porsche does,
Oh my gosh.
and you just like book a car that's in the app. You're like, oh, I want the Q7, or
Whichever,
yeah,
whatever model. Freaking, I'd take the R8.
I know, right?
If that's on the list, I'll just rent that forever.
You probably have to go to like the top tier for that, but
Yes.
browse all available models and make your booking.
Ugh,
It's just so odd.
that is super odd.
It's
I don't know how that would work if that.
But I mean, I guess I'm glad it exists. Like, why not?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool though.
I'd be curious to see if people are part of that program and they roll up in that car and they're like, "Whoa, nice car. Is it yours?" And they're like, "Sorta."
I'm Netflixing it.
Yeah, I'm Netflixing it. I'm renting it for the month. That's just so weird.
It is weird. And then what if you like?
Crash or I don't know.
There's got to be so many stipulations.
There
for
has
that.
to be. Has to be.
I wonder. Yeah, I don't know.
Like how many miles can you drive?
Right? Is there a limit on that, or
Can someone else drive it?
how does insurance work?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good question.
I guess how it works when you rent a car.
And they're pretty lenient. I mean, you can take that thing.
Yeah, just pay $100 extra and you
Road
can
trips.
throw it off the cliff.
Yeah.
Although they probably make it $1,000 for these, just because.
Easily, yeah. Easily 1,000. But that's interesting. I'd be curious to see from people that actually try it out. So if you're doing that, let us know.
Yeah, we know you're watching.
Can we be friends with you? Because we'd love for you to sponsor this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, JpeG.com.
Sponsored by Porsche.
Sponsored by Porsche and you.
Porsche of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Why Atlanta as well?
I don't know.
I know it's a huge city and all, but like it's not particularly like elite.
Mm-mm. Well, they do have like the Housewives of Atlanta and all that stuff. So
Yeah, but I guess I feel like there's rich people everywhere, but
right,
like Miami would have been, somewhere where it would
True.
have made sense, or
very true.
maybe like L.A. or
Yep.
New York. I guess people don't drive it.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tokyo. Amsterdam. Amsterdam.
I'd be curious if they do this actually in Europe, and if it's any different price wise.
I don't know.
But interesting, good topic. I've never
Yeah,
heard
it's
that.
unique. Shout out to my brother. He sent me that article.
Oh, did he?
He was like,
Nice.
you should talk about this.
Thanks, Dan. Next up on the list, I've got some movies to review.
Break them down, son.
Breaking them down. So I haven't seen them, obviously, because they haven't come out yet. But something big this week was the Star Wars. Oh yeah, get those snacks. Dig in deep.
Well, you want the matte white one?
Sure. Thanks.
It's like those sharks that you see usually. You know what
This
I'm
is
talking
a
about?
frog.
I know, but in America,
Yeah.
they have those teal blue sharks with the white bellies.
Yes.
That's what that is.
But it's a frog.
I got a
Coke.
clown or something. Oh, the devil.
Oh, the devil.
Yeah.
It is the devil.
I don't know if you can see it.
That's what's so weird, folks. These gummies have like
Coke bottles, devils, pacifiers, and dragons.
dinosaurs.
And dinosaurs and
wands
sorting
and
hats.
Castles and frogs.
Oh my.
Star Wars. This is big this week. The next trailer for this thing came out this week.
Sunday night, was it? Or Monday night?
Monday night, I think. And man, it's good. It's really good. It's just getting me hyped up for this movie, and I think I speak for everyone else. This thing is like, it just looks action-packed.
It does. We got to see a lot of
vehicle, like, well, not vehicle things, but like different, like different vehicles or different like attack things that they have in it.
Yeah, like assault vehicles.
Assault vehicle or whatever.
Like the walkers.
The AT-ATs and stuff like that. Yeah.
Those looked all steroided up.
Yeah, and they have like angry eyes.
Armors on the legs.
Yeah.
They weren't getting tripped up by Luke's snowspeeder again.
Oh no.
You know they ain't.
No.
I would actually be pissed off if that's how they took another one down, something like that.
Yeah.
That would be cheapo.
There's speculation though, kind of going around in the ether, that Luke Skywalker, after teaching, Rey to become a Jedi and everything, and seeing how powerful she is and what power she possesses, that he may become evil, and that also that evil is driven by a possible scene where Kylo Ren kills a bunch of young Jedis that Luke was teaching. So kind of like Anakin did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess Luke, I think he's become like a gray Jedi. So he's neither dark nor light. He's just gray. But I think his evil is kind of being driven by Kylo and the force of Rey kind of just becoming so powerful. That's like a speculation that they're saying is going to be part of the movie.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
I hope not.
I do too. I don't know.
I could see him definitely being gray. Like he's disenfranchised with the normal Jedi thinking way of things.
Mm-hmm.
Like from the episode 1 and those types of Jedi, and then,
Yep.
Obviously evil is evil, so.
Yeah. And there's like interesting scenes with Finn, the guy that used to be one of the clones.
Right.
And he's kind of marching back with the clone troopers, but then there's also another scene where he has like a lightsaber type of thing.
Yeah, it was like it was like that thing that they were spinning around.
Yeah, like a beam.
An anti-lightsaber blocker.
Yeah.
He was fighting Captain Phasma.
Yes.
It's cool to see that she's doing something.
Well, yes, and it's cool to see that she didn't die, because they didn't really show whether or not she lived or died.
That's true.
In the last movie. She was just kind of tied up.
Right.
And then that whole facility kind of just blew up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of eager to see it. There's a lot of super interesting scenes that I just cannot wait. Reserve your tickets now, sponsored by Star Wars.com.
I'm a huge fan, unlike some people, of... Oh, look at that. 2 more devils.
Oh my gosh.
That's like 666.
It's a sign.
I'm a huge fan of whatever that little creature is next to Chewbacca.
I don't know what that is. I don't remember. Someone said it online.
I think it's Pong. I think it's called.
Yeah.
Chewbacca Pong. Porg?
Porg? That sounds about right. Little Porgy.
Porg, yeah.
Why are you a fan of that?
It's so freaking cute.
It is cute.
And I love it. He got angry in this last one. He was like, ah! And his teeth came out.
Yeah.
Before it just showed him.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, just standing there. This one, Chewbacca makes his normal noise, and then this thing does it.
Mm-hmm. But the people are hating on him.
Why? Because they think it's stupid.
Oh, it's so Disney, so cute and little.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
There's another Disney series that's out. It's like Star Wars Rebels, which is actually kind of like... The Star Wars universe is so vast and so deep. It's kind of like showing you more of the story that they're not showing you in the movies, which is so cool because I love animation and I love this style of animation. And we kind of talked about that with DuckTales, where the animation is like textured. And in like Star Wars Rebels, everything is that kind of like texture and glossy, but then also matte finished. And
did you ever watch the Clone Wars?
Cool. Yes, I did.
Those kinds of like
I love those
filler stories, the extended universe. Yeah. I think they call it EU.
Yep.
It's really cool that they can flesh out the universe, basically.
And like answer some questions and then kind of fill in the gaps.
Right.
And the Star Wars expanded universe or whatever it's massive. And a few of my friends have read some of the books and they're just...
There's a lot.
There's so much. But I think it's really cool because I think Star Wars should be timeless. And these movies are kind of like limiting that in a way, but with like these other outlying shows, it kind of keeps it timeless, I think.
Interesting.
So, because like with the movies, like The Last Jedi, this is just, it's kind of like the cutoff.
Hey, I'm curious.
You know?
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
It kind of looked like Kylo was going to blow his mom up, too.
It did.
Also, I was surprised Carrie was in it. I didn't realize that they filmed it entirely while she was alive, or at least mostly.
I think that's it. I think they filmed most of it.
Yeah.
Before she died, I think. Or they just got really lucky and she was able to film everything. I don't know. We'll find out. Because like in the last one, they filmed that older guy in that...
well, they didn't film him.
Well, no, I mean like they CGI'd him,
yeah.
which was tight.
It was really great.
Good.
But I think it would be awkward for like the whole movie for someone. Other than just like a scene.
Remember how they did it in like Fast and Furious 7 or whatever?
Yes.
That was actually pretty well done.
I got choked up so hard.
It was pretty well done.
They
had his brother, but then they put CGI on his head.
Just like slight tweaks and stuff like that. And it was awesome.
It was very well done.
That's like a happy medium, I think.
Totally. I agree. So maybe they did that with Carrie. I don't know. Princess Leia. It'd be interesting to see. I'm going to segue into this without having a clear segue. But this is more sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
Yeah. So that's
Star Wars sci-fi.
Yeah. So
Park wants you to talk about this movie.
Replicas.
Okay. I have to be honest with you. I didn't know this existed until this afternoon.
Really?
And I'm a huge Keanu Reeves fan, so consider me stoked.
You need to call Keanu and tell him that you missed out. You made a mistake. Or he didn't call you like he normally does.
No. He didn't call me. Keanu.
Come on.
Shoot.
But Replicas is a new Keanu Reeves movie. It's basically... A lot of movies that are coming out right now are very futuristic, which is cool, obviously. They're trying to get ahead of the game and not have movies that are behind the times.
Historical.
Yeah. But this is kind of like, if you watch the trailer, it gives you a peek into what kind of happens. Like, his family apparently dies in an accident, and he creates replicas of them.
Yeah.
And the replicas become aware, and the replicas are actually, like, not even aware that they are replicas, to the point where it shows in the trailer that his wife comes down and sees him, kind of tending to his...
Yeah, I was wondering...
His dead wife, who's the same...
Oh, is that his dead wife?
Yeah.
Oh.
So she's like, what's going on?
Right.
And so I think that they give away a lot in the trailer, which is unfortunate, because it's like, that's the whole plot of the movie.
I hope there's another loop of story.
Definitely. But it looks interesting, and the idea is kind of based off of like the movie that I just saw, the Blade Runner.
Right.
Creating clones, and they're called replicants in Blade Runner, but this is called Replicas.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting. It's another play off of making clones, and it's like, I don't know, are we really that close to making clones? Or is that, foreshadowing something?
I don't know.
It's
kind of, they're not really clones.
That's true.
They're copies.
With
like
the mind of their own, I guess.
Yeah, I think we're closer to like cloning via baby cells into another mom, like Dolly the sheep.
Right.
Than we are humanoid robot with like human flesh over or whatever.
Mm-hmm. This movie, all in all, I think there's not even an actual release date for it, and this was featured at Comic-Con, so I think that's why you may not have seen it. It was kind of like a short feature, but it looks interesting, and it just says it's coming out sometime in 2018.
It's got that really pretty girl in it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who is in Star Trek? Amy
Valentine?
Is that a person?
I don't know. Sounds like a person.
Star Trek blonde.
Star Trek blonde. It's gonna give you like a ton of Star Trek blondes. Like the latest Star Trek.
Yes.
Yeah. Not like Star Trek Wrath of Khan.
Alice Eve.
Alice Eve, okay. We were close.
What did we say?
I don't remember.
All right, Amy.
Amy Winehouse. That's who it is.
Oh.
Alice Eve. Yeah, she's in it, and she's
the wife.
She's the wife, again, this trailer gives away a lot, but I encourage you to check it out. Give us your thoughts. Facebook.com/JpeG podcast. I'd love to hear it.
Also, Thomas Middleditch is in it. The guy from Silicon Valley, if you watch that. And the latest Verizon commercials.
Yes, yeah. I saw that. I was like, oh man, I didn't know he was in movies.
Yeah.
He's like a hilarious comedian.
He's very like deadpan.
Very deadpan. Yeah. Very deadpan. And he plays the same kind of like person in the movie, which is interesting.
So this actually, now that we're talking about it, it reminds me of Westworld as well.
Never heard of that.
The show Westworld?
No.
On HBO?
No. Oh! I'll look it up. What is Westworld?
It's basically this theme park that's supposed to recreate the Old West.
Uh-huh.
And every day it resets back to the beginning, and you pay a shit ton of money to go in the park, drink, fuck, kill all these robots that are humanoids.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the day, like it all resets back to exactly So you can go on like a train robbing experience, or you can,
I've never heard of this show.
You should watch it.
Westworld official HBO series. Cool.
It's very
interesting. It's very like this, like cloning and stuff like that.
Yeah, replicating. Well, they're not cloning anyone; they're just creating from scratch. But they appear as humans when inside they have like a robot exoskeleton.
Interesting.
I think you would like it.
Okay.
It's real good.
I'll check it out. So, continuing on this futuristic theme that we have here, did you see this trailer that came out with Josh Hutcherson?
No, that's another new one.
Okay. So this one is called Future Man.
Future Man.
This one actually is... So everything else we've kind of talked about is more serious.
Very serious.
Like it's got... it wants you to believe that it's
drama.
Realistic. Yeah, drama. But this one... Future Man with Josh Hutcherson, the guy from
Hunger Games.
This is more of like a comedic, futuristic movie. So there's a kid, like it shows in the trailer, who's playing a video game, and his parents believe that he works at this, future tech lab type of thing, and they think that he's changing the world, but he's really just the janitor there.
Right.
And he's just kind of embarrassed with his life, but his only escape, it seems like, is this video game that he's really good at. And I think one day he beats it or something like that, and he becomes like the number one person
the only player to beat it.
To have beat the game. And then people from the game show up in real life and say that because he beat this game, he has to save the world or something like that. And there's just so much like raw comedy, and it's like it's definitely rated R. And this is not a movie. This is a show.
It reminds me of sort of like Chuck. That show on NBC about the nerd who worked like at Best Buy.
Oh, yeah.
The blonde was a spy. Mm-hmm. And like...
Yeah.
But more adult, I guess.
Yeah.
But very similar tongue-in-cheek goofiness.
Yeah, definitely. The people from the video game pick up like this dagger that he has or something like that, and they like snap it in half because it's not as strong as they are. And he's like, "What the hell? I paid my only Bitcoin for that."
And I was like, "Hello, fellow children.
Yeah,
I know how to connect with you."
Exactly. This is a Hulu original, so Hulu's been stepping up their game with some good shows.
Yeah,
I think. And this comes out November 14th. So right around the corner.
When I was done watching the trailer, I was reminded so hard of a book called Armada.
Yeah.
By Ernest Cline.
Totally, yeah.
Did you read that?
It's in my Amazon cart because I still have to finish Ready Player One. So.
We were listening to this
book on tape. Yeah.
And it's pretty much verbatim the story of the Future Man.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
This kid is playing video games, and he's excellent at it.
Yeah.
His dad left him when he was younger, but he actually got taken by the military who had created the game because he was amazing.
That's almost like Ready Player One, but now I can see like Ernest Cline's type of writing style.
Yeah, he's very heavily into like video games.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, no,
that's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm almost done with the book. I'm trying to finish it before the movie comes out. That's another one. We posted it up on our page, I think, but that's another movie that's
I really hope that's awesome. It looks awesome.
It looks amazing. And I saw another trailer of it when I saw Blade Runner this past weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in huge theater at Alamo, so it looked even better, and the music is just so good. So, yeah, I'm stoked for it.
Awesome.
Yeah, so let's step away from movies.
Well, real quick before we do.
Okay.
You want to talk about Blade Runner or no? Do you want to save it until I see it?
I want to save it until you see it. Okay. I will say, bring earplugs. I'm not kidding. It is a loud as F movie. Like, okay, hear me out.
You saw it at Alamo?
I saw it at the Alamo. First of all, the Alamo is great quality, great sound, and all that stuff. But I don't know if it was just our theater or if it's the movie. But they had the sound cranked on max, and it was like the movie itself has just random sounds that you don't know if it's part of the ambiance of like the scene,
yeah,
or if it's part of the soundtrack of the movie. I seriously, I was confused in one scene, and there's just this loud noise, and you'll hear it, and I'm just like, well, is this happening in this scene in the city, or is this just the soundtrack? Because this is just freaking loud noises. Like,
yeah.
what? But it was repetitious, so I was like,
it must be
what is this?
Interesting.
It's very loud. The action scenes are very loud, and the screaming is very loud. So,
oh wow!
Just seriously, some people they're like, bring earplugs, bring something to cover your
people
ears. Like seriously, yeah. Even the dudes next to us, like the older guys, they were like, man, like this is loud. So it's a good movie. It's a really really good movie. Harrison Ford's in it. Ryan Gosling is looking hot as ever.
James Vanderbeek.
Not
in it.
Jared Leto is in it.
Crazy. I have his autograph.
You do?
Yeah. I went to a show with 30 Seconds to Mars.
Wow, that's cool.
At George Mason. They were opening for Audioslave.
Steph will be very jealous. She is like a huge 30 Seconds to Mars fan. Like, specifically Jared Leto.
I bought the CD and they were all there signing it, so.
That is sick.
Suck it.
That's tight. So, let's wait. I want to save it probably for the next episode.
That's okay.
We'll do that. So, stepping away now from movies into games.
Yeah, boy.
What you got?
Super Mario Odyssey is coming out soon. We all know.
Are you hyped for this?
Yeah.
Okay. It looks good.
Oh, hell yeah.
With the hat, right?
Yeah, Cappy. So, I'll preface it with this.
Okay.
A lot of times I find on the surface Nintendo's things like really gimmicky.
Yeah.
Like, oh jeez, this is like my first reaction.
Yeah.
But when you play it, like it becomes like quite fun.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You get involved and you're like, oh okay.
You get invested and you're like, all right.
Well, and
cool.
It's like programmed well.
Yeah. Like the animations make
that,
sense.
But like the way it feels when you like it feels correct when you push the button or whatever.
Totally.
So that's coming out October 27th, which I'm stoked for.
You didn't pre-order, I'm assuming.
Nah, dog.
It's only for the Switch, right?
It's Mario.
Yeah, that's true.
Duh. But there's a leak of the first review, and it's a publication called Edge, all capital letters.
Okay. Sponsored by Edge.
They've given it a 10 out of 10, perfect score.
Ooh.
And I mean, come on. That's a 10 out of 10, are you kidding me?
That's the highest.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Odyssey is a new entry in a something series that belies its age with sprightly something taking big risks with an established formula. Something all of them pay off handsomely. Mario might be something on a bit, but a dinosaur? This blank adventure proves he's anything but.
And then 10.
10!
Did you save this picture in our thingy?
Yeah!
So, check this picture out. What it is, it looks like a...
It's like a little potato screenshot from a phone.
Yeah.
Of a magazine corner page.
A corner page just showing the number 10 at the bottom right.
That's why I was skipping parts, because it just cuts words off. But,
interesting.
Point being, 10 out of 10, I'm pretty stoked about it. I mean, I thought it would be, honestly.
So, it looks like Edge has given other games some pretty high scores?
Yeah! It's given 19 other games perfect scores in the past.
Interesting. One of those games is your favorite one.
Oh, it's your favorite.
No, it's
I know
yours.
you're still playing it.
I'm
sucker.
not still playing it.
Yeah, you are. you a sucker.
Zelda.
Zeljans. That's the drug.
The Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. They gave that game a 10?
A lot of places. Everybody did.
Interesting. I find the mechanics frustrating in that game.
Absolutely.
I don't find them good.
It's no Rabbids Mario. I love that game so much still.
Yeah?
I'm on the final boss. It's hard.
Nice. Are you prestiging it? Like getting every possible thing? Can
No.
you prestige it?
There's no prestiging.
Oh, there is. There's prestiging and there's mastering.
Prestige worldwide. No. I don't care to do that. I'm going to actually even trade it back in towards Mario.
Oh, okay.
I don't really see too much replay value in it, to be honest.
You need to talk to Nintendo and get them like a
Subscription service like Porsche?
Yeah. So that you can just trade in games for the newest ones.
Yeah, man.
That would be good. That would actually be a good pitch. They get a lot of money.
That's what GameFly and crap is.
Yeah,
a lot of money.
Red Bucks.
Yeah, just like
the money.
They all have that already.
Yeah. I think we should be moving into our next segue here.
This week in history.
This week in history. I did it last time.
Pac-Man was released in 1980, suckers.
Shoot! Oh my gosh, this week?
Yeah!
Wow, that's wild, actually.
That's like one of the granddaddies of gaming.
Yeah, it is.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, and that was actually I almost said Ender's Game. That was actually in
Zone of Enders.
Ready Player One.
Yep.
He played that game.
Spoiler alert, that was one of the...
No, it wasn't. That actually wasn't like a huge part of the movie. Because he played the game.
Yeah, but he got a key from it, didn't he?
No.
He got a token from it.
He got a token from it, but we still don't know what that token does.
You still don't know what the token
I
does.
still don't know what the token does. Pac-Man, dude. That's amazing. 1980.
That was that 37 years ago?
And what else? You said,
Mortal Kombat!
I liked that game. I only played that game with my cousins, like I said before, on the Sega.
1992.
Yeah.
This is when the arcade box was released.
Gotcha.
So it wasn't out on home console yet, but
Okay.
there's a great picture we're going to have flinging up here of an advertisement
Dope.
of, I think, Raiden and Kano coming out of the arcade cabinet to fight these kids.
Really?
Yeah. It was like a magazine ad or something.
Oh, sick. I see it.
And it just warms my heart. I'm like, man, I was that kid.
So real it hurts.
Oh! Mortal Kombat was a big deal, dude. It was the most violent shit on earth.
It was, and it was
For a long
bloody,
time.
dude. It was bloody as hell.
You'd uppercut and the guy's head would fly off.
And he's like standing there holding the head or something like that.
Fatalities.
Or like the heart. Yeah, the fatalities. Have you seen the newest Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
It's gruesome.
It's like too much for me, I think.
It's way too much. It's like, I don't know. It's like...
They like zoom in and then
real gory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It's too much.
I can't take it.
I can't take it.
I can't take it.
But yeah, that's amazing. I love the picture you also put here with the Super Nintendo box. Of like the original...
Oh yeah, the
box.
artwork on the box.
On the box.
Yeah, it kind of brings back memories, huh?
Yeah, I love that.
Those like wide, I don't know, 8 by 5 inch boxes.
Yeah. Speaking of Super Nintendo.
Did you get one?
No.
Sucker.
Did you? Did you?
No.
Okay. Amazon didn't ever email me.
Of course not. They're really shitty about that kind of thing, to be honest.
And I was on ThinkGeek the other day, actually yesterday, because they said we're going to release them. They didn't tell you what time. And then at 10 a.m., of course, when I was on a phone call for work, I missed it. And they released like a whole lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were gone in less than 9 minutes. So, it was sucky.
I really hope Nintendo
Fixes that, dude.
What does it cost? I mean, it can't cost anything.
It doesn't cost them anything.
It's a USB flash drive in the middle of a piece of fucking plastic.
They're banking on people turning it into like a collector's thing.
Even if they do that, though, what does that do for them?
You're right. It doesn't do anything for them.
They would much rather get your $99 or whatever it costs a million times over.
That's just crazy. I'm so bummed. I know we talked about this in the last podcast. I was hoping we could have gotten our hands on one, but it's almost impossible. It just seems like...
That's kind of why I didn't try.
It's not even worth it.
Right.
You know? Next is going to be the Nintendo 64.
You know it.
I still have it, so I don't know why I would need that one.
Because.
What are you gang signs?
I got nothing. Because.
Let us know if you guys snagged one. We got these podcast snacks to go through.
Pod snacks.
I
like it.
Pod snacks. And I've got a PS4 Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront 2 game.
Jerry pre-ordered like a bum.
Like a bum. I pre-ordered it because I thought I could get into the beta, which ended a day ago.
Details.
It's a bummer. It's a bummer, guys. It's a bummer.
It's that bum life.
Oh, gosh.
All right.
I think that about... Wait, can you hear this? I think it about...
There.
Wraps it up.
Cheers.
If you enjoyed, make sure you leave us a like on our video. Also, give us a follow on our Facebook page. Drop us a comment. Drop us a like. Anything.
Drop us a line.
Drop us a line. And,
give Jerry a call. 703-824-9932.
Yep, something like that. If that's my number.
I don't know whose number that is.
I don't either. Don't call it. But
you can.
If you want to check out our previous videos, make sure you stop by JpeGpodcast.com for everything JPEG. And as always, I'm Jerry.
I'm Greg.
And we will see you in the next podcast.
Take it sleazy.